Great opportunity to shine a bright light on one of our bright lights, somebody who has meant a lot to this program, and just so excited to have him back in our locker room and providing really extraordinary leadership to our program. It's my pleasure to be here today. Coach is out recruiting. Obviously, he would ordinarily be the one sitting up here, but sends his regards, and as I've had a chance to reflect back on the football season, just so proud of again where we are. Was excited to see that the coaches at least knew what they were doing in their rankings yesterday. Bob, I'm holding you accountable for all of the media members, but nice to see us finish in one of the polls in the top 25 yesterday. Again, I think a reflection of the progress this program has made under Coach Bielema's leadership and with great players like Xavier. And so really looking forward to the new season. We've made some big announcements here just over the last couple of weeks relative to the next year, whether it's the new season ticket packages that are going on sale, the video board, and some specifics around that project, which is starting to take shape before our eyes. But there's a lot for our fans to look forward to as we get close to the 2026 season. We will have a schedule at some point, I promise you. It is imminent, I would say. It should be relatively soon. But one of the biggest reasons that I think everyone has to look forward to next season is the group of players that we'll be putting out there on the field. And none of them has meant more to our program than Xavier Scott. And I'm really just so proud of the journey that he has traveled. I think everybody recognizes, in hindsight now, he was a severely under-recruited athlete coming out of high school. A credit to our staff for identifying him, seeing in him the player he could become, and then credit to him for coming in here with an open mind, accepting the coaching, immersing himself in the culture and the work and the commitment that's necessary to be successful at a place like the University of Illinois and in the Big Ten Conference. And before our very eyes, we've watched him grow into one of the most dynamic, successful defensive backs, not only in the Big Ten, but in all of college football. And obviously played right away and preserved that red shirt, had a chance to come back out and got an early injury. And the system in this instance has worked the way that it's supposed to. It rewards him with an opportunity to come back, and we're just so grateful to him for wanting to continue to be a part of this program. And as we think about the way that the program has changed, we've been able to do it on the backs of players like Xavier Scott. And so it's so exciting for us to have him back and to look forward to his continued leadership. And so with that, I'll bring him up here and give him a chance to answer your questions. But in front of all of you and everybody, just want to say thanks to him for trusting us and for being such an incredible ambassador for not only the Illinois football program, but for this entire university. He is one of my all-time favorites, and I just couldn't be prouder of the man he's become, and really looking forward to what he has in store during the 2026 season. So, Xavier, thanks, my man, and we'll look forward to a great year. Thanks, everybody.
What's up?
Can you just walk us through your decision and how you ended up coming to the decision to come back to Illinois for another year?
Yeah. I believe, dealing with that early injury, during the season and having to get a double ankle surgery can be tough on the mind. Just getting back to where you want to be and the level of, football you want to play. So, just dealing with that and, just want to come back and kind of prove myself all over again. The fact that I kind of thought last year was the year and it kind of fell short. So just doing that and want to develop myself and prove myself right and, just get out there and just have a full season of, growth. And this is going to be the first time I thought about it. It's like my first off season where I can really, develop my game. So, that played a big decision. I've been in college for 4 years and haven't had an off season yet. So just being able to have this off season just to develop my game and, just come back to the University of Illinois and just finish it off right was definitely a big decision, coming back.
That injury would have kept you a little bit out of the pre-draft process. I don't know, how much did that play a factor for you, Xavier, and how do you hope to get better in your extra year here?
Yeah, it's like sometimes with the ankles, this injury on one of them was kind of one I dealt with in high school and, been dealing with it in college the same way. So just that and not knowing how I was going to, be all the way through. The pro day and draft day was kind of coming up pretty fast, and I didn't want to go out there and not perform the way I wanted to. So that definitely played a little part in it. But I actually wanted to come back and have a full year of college football.
Did you talk to the former players from Illinois in the NFL now? You talked to those guys about this whole decision?
Yeah, I mean, not too much, but me and Matt Bailey, he was on the same type of thing. He had a shoulder surgery, so, we kind of talked to Matt Bailey other than that, but not too much of, the NFL, previous players. But, me and Matt Bailey had a couple conversations, with the draft, process and things like that.
At what point did you know? Was it earlier in the year? Was it after the season ended? And I guess, did you know the whole time that if you did come back to college, it was going to be Illinois? Was there ever any question about that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it was either the league or Illinois. I kind of didn't want to go and start nowhere fresh. I mean, these guys took a chance on me, my freshman year. So, just the loyalty and just the love I got for the University of Illinois, I kind of wanted to stay home. And it was either that or NFL, to be honest.
So would you say double ankle surgery? I mean, I think we knew about the one from Western Michigan. What procedures did you have done from that time to where you are now?
Yeah, so my left ankle was kind of that ankle injury I kind of dealt with in high school. So when I hurt myself, on the Western Michigan game, I hurt my right one. And then so the fact that I was already getting surgery on my right one, I got a little cleaning, and my left one wasn't too much of a major surgery, but it was also a procedure that was done to my left ankle at the same time.
Coming back with Matt, what do you think this secondary is capable of, and what do you hope to provide you two for that secondary?
I mean, yeah, coming in with Matt my freshman year, we was kind of buzzed. We kind of clicked kind of quick. So I talked with him, and, we want to do some things, and it's up to us. We kind of the leaders of the unit for sure now, and we just kind of want to do some things. It's a lot of new faces in the building. So right now we're just kind of trying to get everybody on the same page and just kind of get to know those new guys. The transfer portal's big, so it's like majority more new players than old players. So we just kind of want to get to know our players first, and then kind of move one step at a time. And when the season comes, those X's and O's are coming then. But now we're just kind of just trying to get to know our players and things like that.
What was it like not being able to play last year toward the end, and how did you try to help?
Yeah, I could say that's kind of the toughest thing is not being able to play with your teammates and just kind of watching and knowing what you can do and the help you can give to your teammates. But I just wanted to be like that team player, just kind of give my tips to players and, in practice and on the sideline, just kind of be that light to, it's sometimes the game can get hard. So just be the light for my teammates and just be a help to anything they need from me.
Did they listen to you or not?
I mean, yeah, they ask questions. I hope they do if they're going to ask me the questions. So, yeah, I mean, they listen to me.
Xavier, what's the medical timetable for you after the surgeries? Do you plan on being active for the spring, or is that something where, you don't know yet?
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know yet. We're kind of trying to figure that out now. It's just like that last little bit of getting over that hump right now with my ankles is kind of where I'm at right now. And, time will tell. And, we got good medical staff. And, we just going through that kind of timetable. And, we're talking with Coach B about, what we're going to do and get ready for the spring ball.
Xavier, if I remember right, there was a similar conversation with you last year in trying to decide if you wanted to go to the NFL. So how are you handling this, kind of finding the patience to know that the NFL is there, but there's a process to get there?
Yeah, I definitely just believe in God. I've been trusting him since I've, been in this thing, and he always find a way to kind of shine a light in my darkest moments. So, I could believe just my belief in things like that. I'm just really grateful that I'm still able to play the game of football. It's not over for me. It's not like a bad thing that I'm back. So, I don't look at it as a bad thing. I just kind of look at it as just another year just to develop, another year just to get better, another year just to improve myself. So, I feel like that's where I'm at. I'm not, truly focused. I know the NFL is kind of the goal, but it's no rush to kind of get there. It's just, when I get there, I get there. If God wants me to get there, I'm going to be there. So, that's just kind of where I'm at with it.
Xavier, it's normal to have a coach say good things about you, but to have the athletic director sit in this room and make the statements he just made about the impact you've had on this program, what does that mean to you personally?
Yeah, Josh Whitman is an extremely, phenomenal guy. He's been great since he's been here, and he's trusted in Coach B and it's the football team at that, and he's always there at my side. We kind of had conversations and stuff like that throughout the year about, what will happen. He just wanted to talk, and he just told me that he kind of believed in me and trusted me since I've been here. So just having a guy like that on your team and on your side is definitely a great thing. And somebody that's always played the game of football, has been around the game of football. It's definitely a good thing. And I just thank him for trusting in me and trusting in the football team.
Xavier, how long did those conversations run up to with Coach Bielema about coming back? Like, how many days ago were you guys still talking about this, and what was his pitch to you?
We kind of talked a couple times throughout the break throughout January. He kind of gave me a little bit of space and kind of let me decide what I wanted to do with, talking with my family and my agent and stuff like that. So he kind of gave my space, but he just kind of let me know that, home, the home is here. Everybody believes in me here. He just wants the best for me and the best for my career. So, other than that, he kind of just gave my space and kind of let me decide what I really want to do and with my career.
Who were some of the first coaches you told? Was it Coach Bielema, Coach Parker, Coach Aaron Henry, and were they surprised or were they kind of expecting this decision? What was their reactions like?
Yeah, their reaction was kind of the same as Coach B. Just want the best for me. They didn't kind of really play too much in my decision. They kind of just let me talk. I really didn't talk to, Coach Henry and Coach Parker throughout my decision. It was kind of just a me thing, but they were happy for me to be back and just happy for me to just join the team again. But they kind of just let it be, and then kind of like, Coach B was kind of the first guy that knew. But I actually got some insight that my renters lady kind of let Coach Henry know that I was coming back, not trying to, but she told him, like, I was just telling her to kind of hold off the apartment a little bit. So that kind of shook Coach Henry a little bit. So he kind of found out a little bit earlier than I wanted him to. But it was kind of around the same time Coach B kind of knew what I was doing. So.
Since your season got cut short, what's it going to mean to you to get back out there in front of the Illini fans next season?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm so grateful and so happy for you. Like I said, I actually get an off season, so I'm gonna, take benefit from this a lot. Don't take anything for granted, but just get back out there on the field in front of the Illini fans. It's definitely gonna be great, and I'm gonna put on a show for everybody there.
I hope this isn't too broad. What do you hope a full off season does for you, and what are your, off season goals, or how do you want to feel that?
I honestly always wanted to kind of get out there and develop myself, and just. Everybody has flaws in their game. Just kind of develop some of my flaws and, just be able to move around and be around some great players on the offseason. Kind of like you say, you got those NFL players. So just kind of be around those guys and just take gems from them and just, develop my game at the most I can and just be in a tip-top shape. And honestly, when you deal with surgery, you kind of don't get the opportunity just to get in shape and just improve your body. So just do things like that and just be around people I want to be around.
Xavier, you talked about, helping these guys as they get into the program. You're one of the few that's been here from 2022 all the way to now. So what's the key in helping carry that torch of the success you guys have had?
Just kind of staying grounded. I kind of should say just me just being grounded. So just kind of getting that into the heads of the new people. Just giving them that space too. I kind of don't want to like bomb rush them. They're in the new environment themselves, so just no bomb rush them. Just kind of to let them know I'm kind of here for them. Anything they need help with, obviously having Matt back at the same time, so we both get to do that. It's not just me, him on the back end. I'm kind of more in the corner. He's more with the safety. So just having both of us back there is going to be a big part of our development and things.